Hello and welcome to the final composition. Here I'm going to import all the render passes and I will just make a final composition. So I'll click on them and I will import in my Photoshop. So now you can see this is my primary image. I will save it as final. I will save this file to final composition. Okay, then we'll start copy and paste. We'll start doing this. So these are the ambient occlusion, SSR map, and some other maps that can actually help to achieve the result, as well as mask, so that I don't have to again struggle to create the mask. That's why. So now I'll just double click so that I can just unlock this layer. First I'm going to change the panel option and I can see the layer bound, and I will just remove this so I can see the layers. I will group all these and will name final composition. Alright, and then so first I'm going to make the masks so that I can apply the effects only mask area. So we'll go to the channels and click on any one and it will just make a selection. It will make a proper selection and it will be good. However, I will just I'm just checking out to just make on the top side. Yep. Okay. So I'll click on the folder and we'll create a mask for that. So this is the area that is going to be visible. I will turn it off and we'll start working on it. For the background I will just add one image. That for now I will just fill with neutral gray color. Okay. First thing first, I'm going to fix the glossy map. So we'll reduce the opacity and then we'll fix it. And I'm just checking if it is correct. the reason why this glossy map has been changed into different dimension, because I actually at first time I forgot to export this, and that is the reason I had to do this again, and that's why I'm fixing it up. But that's not a big challenge, so we are going to anyways make it. I think, let's see, this is fixed from one side, this is fixed from the other side. Let me see if I'm manually adjusting this. And I think good. So I will import it inside. And you can see still this looks a bit different. Okay. Now one thing I'm going to do is to just actually play with some blending modes. I'm going to enhance some colors. So let me check. And yeah, this looks better. So it's a screen. Linear dodge looks quite strong. I think I will click on the screen, and this looks better, more prominent. All the hairs, everything is looking correct. I will reduce the opacity to, let's say, 70%. This is basically ambient occlusion, so I'm going to make this also. This actually improves the shadow. So you would need to give it some tries, and that's how. Now you can see the difference, how this ambient occlusion has added the depth to the overall mouth. So that's how this is very much improving the look. Then third thing, I will just add I think I need to adjust it again. So probably I think that should be enough. So now I will actually change it also to screen. So what will happen actually, it will add the glossiness layer here, and then I can actually decide where I want to add this. So I will first add the mask and click Ctrl I to hide, and then will increase the brush. First I need to change the setting, so actually I'm going to adjust the brush setting, and if you can't find brushes here, so go to the Windows and find out the brush settings. Here you can see the way brush looks like. It's a shape dynamic, so I'm going to click on the pen pressure. No, roundedness will be off, and the transfer, so it's going to be pen pressure, everything. Smoothing will be on, scattering don't need, and this is good to work on. So now you can see, now it will react based on how I'm actually adding the details. I'm specifically going to increase the glossiness along the nose, this, and this part. So these are the lips, and lips should look hydrated. I think this is making things a bit complicated, so I'm just some details here. I will just keep increasing it, and some on the ears. And you can see the difference when I turn it off and when I turn it on. There is a drastic change. You can see there's a glossiness and all these things. I think I will reduce the glossiness on this area. So basically this is the cheek area, and this is normally is not that much of glossiness. Also reduce this. Specifically this nose area is quite glossy, so that's why I will continue adding this. Now you can see the difference. When I turn it off, when I turn it on, it just adds another depth. Right? Now I'm going to this is the depth layer. So actually first there is one shortcut for this, so it's a flatten merge. I think it's here, so probably another shortcut is Control A, Control Shift, Command C, Control Shift and C, and then Control V. So what actually it does, it just selects the whole area and makes a one flattened copy for that. Alright, now I'm going to use this. No, I think this is not what I'm looking for. Anyways, we already have our results here. And now I'm going to enhance some colors. So like I'm going to add some colors here to increase to the look to improve the look of, like we'll increase the saturation and add some colors. We'll click on it. So you can do a lot of changes here. This will be quite handy. And then you can just turn it to I'm just checking out which mode is looking better. Does it color burn? Overlay is better. So I have set the layer to color. So basically what happens, whatever color I'm going to put, these are going to be reflected here. So if I feel that saturation is low, I can just improve it. Alright, in the same way, if the hair, I want to change the colors of hair and want to keep it a bit of, want to have a bit of bluish tone. Create another layer. And we'll actually one more way of doing things is that you can simply click on the shape and create a shape layer. So what actually it does, it creates a shape where you can actually change the color as per your will. So like I can define the color where I want to take it. And now I can play with the blending modes. Now you can see the difference. Basically this is the original and this is the new one. I will keep changing with this. So you can click on the screen, you can play with this. Color dodge also looks better, so it has just added color intensity to overall face, and that looks more brighter, but I think for me it's too much. Let's try some more modes, and if you're satisfied, we'll do it. Light in color, okay. Okay, this looks like more in the movie, Hollywood movie scene, so I'm not going to click on these. I think color dodging will be good. I am just reducing the opacity of layer to 40, and you can see the difference. It has just slightly added the more brightness to the face, more redness, so that this chimpanzee looks more healthy and more prominent. So I think this is quite better now, and that's it. So basically, in terms of composition, you just place the layers and you just make it. As you can see, I just replaced background, found this background on the Google and just replaced it. You can also do one thing. If you have this kind of video, you can just take a screenshot from that and they should be good. So I'm going to take it. I'm just checking the possibility that can we improve it a bit. So I'm putting it on screen mode and making 30% visibility. Then we'll again duplicate it and we'll go to 70%, and then we'll go to the soft light. So basically what happens that this actually adds the highlights and this actually highlights the face, so add the more depth. So I will make it 40 and make it 70, or let's just say 60. And this is almost done. So that is our final composition. You can see I have just replaced, the image. That's it, and hide it. I'm going to reduce, and I have just added some highlights, and your final composition is done. And you can actually simply, you can say that this is now completed.